Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 78 of Cameron Sports Podcast. It's the host here, Cameron Lindsay, back with a brand new episode. Today's episode is going to be about the WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view, which is this Saturday in Indianapolis, Indiana, home of the Indianapolis Colts. We're on the road to WrestleMania. For my WWE fans out there, we are on the road to WrestleMania. And we got, a few matches. Of course, with the women and men's Royal Rumble match. We also got the WWE Tag Team Championship match. And we got the WWE Undisputed Championship match, which will be a ladder match. Let's get right into it. So, first up, we have the WWE Tag Team Championship match between the champions DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus Motor City Machine Guns, the former champions. About a month ago, DIY defeated the Motor City Machine Guns to win the WWE Tag Team Championships. They've been ducking them the last few weeks on SmackDown, and then Motor City finally earned their right to get a rematch for the Tag Team Championships. It will be at the Royal Rumble in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Now, Gargano and Tommaso, if you're a WWE fan, their experience when it comes to 2 out of 3 falls. Motor City, I haven't really seen. They're a new tag team that recently signed with WWE late last year. So about a month or two, literally a month or two ago, just signed with WWE. And they out the gate, they won the titles thanks to Jey Uso interfering against the Bloodline. Then DIY stepped in and took the titles from them. And last night I was going back and forth to see who do I think gonna win this match, DIY or Motor City Machine Guns. And to be honest, I want prestige on the tag team titles. And lately, the tag team division has been kind of in a trash can. I want to say something else, but I didn't want to cuss. But I just feel like WWE should do better with the tag team titles, not change them title reigns every 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. But I said, I like DIY as a heel. I do like Motor City Machine Guns. I won't have a problem if they won. If they do win the titles back, I hope they have a long reign, to give the titles meaning. But if DIY retains, I want their reign to continue, so the tag team titles can mean something. But I'm going to go DIY, especially in a 2 out of 3 falls match. I feel like DIY is going to do a little bit more, anything it takes, especially as a heel in WWE. If you're a WWE fan, you're going to do whatever, as a heel, you're going to do whatever it takes to retain your title. Really, you're going to do whatever it takes to win a match. But if a title's on the line, you really are going to make sure that you retain that title. And, I just think, DIY is going to pull it out. I'm not extremely confident in this prediction. But I think DIY slightly gets the victory over Motor City in the 2 out of 3 falls match. And for those of you who watching this may not know what a 2 out of 3 falls match is, it's basically let's say you play rock, paper, scissors, best out of 3. The first the first person, team, in this case, a tag team match, the first team to pick up 2 pinfalls or 2 submissions, a pinfall or submission, either or, it doesn't have to be both. So you can win the first fall by pinfall. Let's say you win the second by submission. As long as you get 2 points, get 2 wins out of possibly 3 falls, you're the winner. So if DOI wins the first fall, they're up 1-0. But if Motor City wins the second, 1-1, and then it comes down to the third fall. So that's how it be. But like I said, my prediction is DIY over Motor City. I think this could be a potentially good match. I think it's either the women's Royal Rumble match is going to kick off, or maybe this match could kick off the Royal Rumble. We'll see. But I'm going to go DIY. Next up, we have the 30-woman Royal Rumble match. I wrote down a few names here who I possibly think could win the Royal Rumble. I got Charlotte Flair. She's a former Royal Rumble winner. She won the Royal Rumble back around I say around COVID. I think she won the Royal Rumble around 20. I think it was 2019, 2020 that she won the Royal Rumble. Charlotte Flair, for those you know, daughter of Hall of Famer, WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair. Charlotte Flair is a 13-time world champion, former Royal Rumble winner. And like I said, when she won it that year during COVID, she beat Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's Championship. So she technically never challenged for a main card or world title, a main card world title at WrestleMania. And Charlotte Flair has been out due to injury for the past few months. I think for months. Because she wasn't even at WrestleMania, so it's about almost a year that she's been gone. But like I said, recently on SmackDown about a week ago, she said she's going to be in the Women's Royal Rumble match. I look forward to that. Like I said, we also have a former world champion, Nia Jax. She's a former 2-time world champion. She is tied with the most eliminations in a single Women's Royal Rumble match. We also got Bianca Belair, who's a 3-time world champion, a former Royal Rumble winner. She won it back in, I think she won it back in 2020. I think she won it in 21, because that's the year after they let fans back at WrestleMania. Because the WrestleMania before that, it was no fans because they had to quarantine for COVID. So that was the one in Tampa. She won it, headline. She main evented night 1 of WrestleMania with former WWE superstar Sasha Banks. But I can see Bianca potentially being a potential winner for this match. We got Becky Lynch, a 7-time women's world champion, also a former Royal Rumble winner. She went on to win it in a triple threat match. Went on to WrestleMania to win both women's world titles, the WWE and women's world title, against Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey. And we also got Bayley, who's last year's Royal Rumble winner. She's a 4-time world champion. She won it last year and went on to challenge Io Sky for the WWE Women's Championship. I mean, I could think of a few names potentially, but these names that just really I could see potentially, like I really see Charlotte, potentially Nia. I wouldn't be mad if Nia won. I think because like I said, ever since she's been back in WWE, she's been dominant. She won Queen of the Ring. She became WWE Women's Champion again, even before she lost it to Tiffany Stratton, getting cashed in by with the Women's Money in the Bank briefcase. But I'm thinking, and I'm narrowing it down. Out of these names I wrote down: Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, Bayley. I really think it's between Charlotte, Becky, and Nia. I could see it, or Io Sky. I didn't write her name down, but I know I write it down now. I'll say potentially Io Sky, because I've been hearing rumors that she could potentially be an option to win this match, to look out. And when I was watching Monday Night Raw, she had a little segment with Bayley, and I'm like, she said, see her Saturday, and I'm like, okay, maybe Io Sky could potentially be an option. If she wins it, I think she's probably gonna challenge Rhea Ripley. But I think it's gonna be. If I had to pick one name and I had to for this episode, I'm gonna have to go with Charlotte Flair. This Women's World Rumble match is wide open, but if I had to think of somebody, it's Charlotte. I think she's been out for months, and it's been rumored that Tiffany wants to face Charlotte. And now that Tiffany's the champion, that would be a great match between those two. A young superstar in Tiffany Stratton, who just won her first world title, defending it against a 13-time women's world champion in Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. That's right there is a main event at night 1, potentially. At least night 1. Or Becky. I could see Becky potentially. If she comes back, it hasn't been made official, but I think Becky Lynch could be a surprise. The reason I wrote her name down, because I think she could potentially be a surprise entrance, making her way back, because she's been out for months. So I wrote her name down as potentially, if she comes back, I think she could potentially win it. So I think, but I'm gonna have to go with Charlotte. Like I said, Charlotte, she has the genetic genes. She's a daughter of a WWE Hall of Famer. She's arguably the greatest women's wrestler in history. Pretty much the greatest women's world champion in history. I just think it makes the most sense in the women's Royal Rumble match to have Charlotte win it. But I wouldn't be mad if it's. I wrote down Bianca, but I think potentially because she is a 3-time world champion and she did a former Royal Rumble winner. But I feel like she's not gonna win due to the fact that I think there's gonna be a surprise for her at the Royal Rumble match potentially. Nia Jax, I would love to see her win it, but her being the biggest person in there, the most dominant, I think she's gonna get ganged up on. She did get eliminated last year by Jade Cargill before having a dominant Bayley. Even though she was last year's Royal Rumble winner, it's hard to repeat. I know Cody Rhodes did it in the men's Royal Rumble match, but it's hard. Bayley hasn't had the best luck lately, the best momentum, so I took her out. Io Sky, hearing rumors. I know she's a former world champion, but would it make the most sense if she won it? I don't know. Maybe if she does win the Royal Rumble match, I just hope they make the feud between her and Rhea Ripley interesting for WWE fans. Promote that match like they do in boxing. UFC promote the match. I want them to do a great job with that, promoting that match between them two. Make it interesting. Tell the story. But I just go with Charlotte Flair because it makes the most sense. She's the veteran. She's been in WWE for well over 10 years. She's a 13-time world champion. She's chasing that 14 world title reign. She's trying to break her dad's world title record at 16, who's tied with John Cena. So she got something to fight for. She's been out for months. So I can see her. It makes the most sense to me, Charlotte Flair challenging Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. I just feel like it makes the most sense with that. But yeah. Next up, we have the WWE Championship ladder match between the champion, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, versus his former friend, now challenger turned enemy, Kevin Owens. Now, this feud has been going on around for months. It started with Cody helping the Bloodline, trying to get back at Solo. He teamed up with Roman against Solo, and that made Kevin very angry because he was confused because Cody, the past couple years, Cody has been fighting the Bloodline to win the Undisputed WWE Championship. He failed at WrestleMania 39 due to Solo and them interfering. He had to go through The Rock. He had to go through Solo, Jimmy, Jay, all of them. Well, not Jay, Jimmy, Solo, everybody to win at WrestleMania 41. He needed everybody to help Kevin, Sammy, Jay, John Cena, The Undertaker. It took all that to, Seth Rollins to help Cody, even though, not saying Cody needed it, but that match was Bloodline rules. So anything goes in that match. And I know Kevin, like I said, seeing what happened to Randy Orton getting taken out by the Bloodline. And then Randy helping Cody, who helped the Bloodline, so he took Randy out. So it's just been mess. And, now Kevin's a heel. And I like Kevin as a heel. I like him as a face, but more as a heel. In WWE, he's a former world Universal champion, a former world champion. It's been a while since he's been world champion. Now, let's say if Kevin was to win this match, would it make sense? What could WWE do with it? I really don't know. It's kind of hard because it's been plans with Cody potentially. Could he face Roman in a rematch? Could he face The Rock at WrestleMania? Could he face John Cena? I just think it's more opportunities for Cody or CM Punk. Watching Raw, because CM Punk went up to Cody, even though he's Cody's friend, saying if he wins, he's most likely going to challenge Cody for the WWE Championship. So you got CM Punk, John Cena, The Rock, Roman, potential opponents for Cody at WrestleMania, potential names. And, and if Kevin wins it, I don't know where could they go with that. Yeah, it'd be a shocker if Kevin won, like, as far as the storyline between them two. Maybe they could make a little bit out of it. Like, if Kevin wins it, he keeps the title till Elimination Chamber. But that's till March. So he'll keep the title for like a month. So, yeah, but I'm going to go Cody Rhodes. I just don't see Cody losing. Cody's been champion for well over 200 days, maybe almost 300 at this point. because he won the title at WrestleMania last year, and WrestleMania is coming up this year. So almost a full year. He's beating people like AJ Styles. He's already beaten Kevin Owens before at Saturday Night's Main Event. He's beaten Solo Sikoa. So he's beating some big names already to defend his championship. And I know some WWE fans are saying Cody's title reign is boring. It's not boring at all. I think he's been a phenomenal job as champion. He's the face, besides Roman. Since before Roman came back, he's been the face. Cody's been the face of WWE. And when you're the WWE champion, I feel like because that's the most prestigious, that's the most coveted prize in all of WWE and all of sports entertainment. That's the most coveted prize, being the WWE champion. Because that pretty much means you're the face of the company. You're the world champion. I know that the World Heavyweight Championship, to me, is just as important. You know, they just brought it back, and I love the World Heavyweight Championship. But being WWE champion, it's like the WWE Championship is 1A, and the World Heavyweight Championship is like 1B. Like, they're both like this, but slightly it's the WWE Championship. So, but yeah, I'm going Cody. I think it's gonna be a great match. I think it's gonna be a hard grinding. You're gonna putting their bodies on the line, and people saying, like, I'll say one thing as a WWE fan: it's not fake at all. They putting their bodies on the line, ladders. Yeah, it's gonna hurt a lot. And when I was younger, I ain't gonna lie, I slick kind of wanted to be a WWE superstar. But I'm like, oh, like the pain, them falling on the floor, dislocating shoulders, fingers. Like, do I really want to go through that? Like, yeah. So I'm fine as a fan, a journalist, watching, covering the WWE. Like I said, I cover multiple sports on my channel. But I'm going Cody Rhodes to beat Kevin Owens again. Like I said, I just don't see in the instance I don't see it. In this particular match, Cody possibly losing the title. I don't think it makes any sense. I'm going Cody Rhodes to retain over Kevin Owens. Lastly, which would probably be the main event, we got the men's Royal Rumble match. Like I said, just like the women's, I wrote down a couple names of superstars I think can win the Royal Rumble match. John Cena, because this is his retirement tour. He said that this is his last year before he retires. So just like Kobe had his farewell tour in 2016, John Cena having his farewell tour in 2025. I'm trying to give me a shirt because I want to, that's my favorite wrestler of all time. When I growing up playing the video games, I love John Cena, man. I've seen him go against people like Randy Orton, Edge. I used to hate them two, Edge and Randy Orton, especially Randy Orton. I used to hate him because I'm like, man, what? He cheating John Cena? I used to love John Cena. My favorite person to play with in the game, and it sucks to see him go. I don't care what nobody says. John Cena, you can argue the Undertaker. If you say the Undertaker's the GOAT, I won't even be mad. But I personally think it's John Cena, 16-time world champion. He's been the face of the company since he won the title at WrestleMania 21 in 2005. He's been the face of the company. Like I just said, when you're WWE champion, you're the face of the company. He has the most WWE championship reigns of all time. I think 11 or 12, because he won the 13. Matter of fact, 13 WWE championship reigns, because he's a 13-time WWE champion, a 3-time World Heavyweight champion. So that's 16 total. So he has the most WWE championship reigns of all time. His one reign as WWE champion in 06 to 07, he was champion for over 380 days. Beating people like Umaga, Great Khali, Bobby Lashley, Randy Orton, Triple H, Edge, beating all people like that, and he found a way to win. Yeah, he'll get beat up, but he always finds a way to win. That what matters the most. It's like in football. You could be losing a game like the Kansas City Chiefs. You could be struggling to win a game, but you find a way to win, and John Cena always found a way to win. Also, another name got CM Punk, his stock in the Royal Rumble is growing higher and higher. He's been on the roll in 2024 and in 2025. He's beating Drew McIntyre. He's beating Seth Rollins. So he's on the roll. And I won't have no problem with him winning it. I'm going to get back to CM Punk in a minute. Seth Freakin Rollins, who's a former Royal Rumble winner, won it back in 2019, 2020, something like that. I forgot what year. I forgot about John Cena. He's a former 2-time Royal Rumble winner. Also, Drew McIntyre, former Royal Rumble winner. and Logan Paul. But he's never a Royal Rumble winner. For those you don't know who probably know who Logan Paul is, he's a YouTube sensation turned boxer, now full-time WWE superstar. He's a former United States champion. Logan Paul has been in WWE for a while now, for a year, definitely a year. If he would have won it, I wouldn't have no problem. I'd be interested to see where they go with that. I could see him if Logan won it, I could see him challenging probably Gunther. I think Gunther, if he won it. But be realistic. Also, and I can't forget Roman Reigns. That's the number one name I wrote down who I think can win the Royal Rumble. And actually, that's my pick. I'm going Roman Reigns because, one, of course, he's a tribal chief. He's the greatest of this generation right now. Overall, I got John Cena, but I think he's close. Roman, it's like he's up there with Undertaker. Right now, at this point in his career, he's up there with The Undertaker and John Cena. I hate to say it. I think Roman is up there because I know people wasn't a fan of his 1,300-day reign. I was. Yes, he didn't defend it that much, but when he did, it was a banger. This man was champion for over 3 years. We ain't seen nothing like that since Hulk Hogan. I wasn't alive. Most of us wasn't alive. I'm 28 years old. None of us was alive to see those reigns. But to see it in my generation, see him be champion for that long, even John Cena said he thinks Roman's the GOAT. And really, I know y'all can't see my notes, but I wrote down CM Punk because I'm like, CM Punk's got the momentum. It would make sense if he won it. I would like to see him challenge Seth, but Gunther's the champion. But it would make sense for. I think CM Punk would deserve it. Never won the Royal Rumble. Never main event at WrestleMania. But based off of that promo Paul Heyman dropped now, and based off of Roman now being announced as a cover star for WWE 2K25, that's even more momentum. He beat Solo on the Raw premiere on Netflix to win his Ula Fala back. He's now the only true tribal chief. He's the leader. He's the only true leader of the bloodline. That Samoan family that includes The Rock, the Wild Samoans, Rikishi, Umaga, the late great Umaga, the late great Yokozuna, all them big names, and all them WWE Hall of Famers in the Samoan family in WWE. Roman leads that. But I just think it will make sense if Roman won it. Like, think like this: if Roman wins it, Cody challenges Cody to get the rematch for his title, losing last year. Maybe you could possibly insert The Rock. Or either one way, insert The Rock, and that could be a triple threat match between Cody, Roman, and The Rock. Or this happens. Roman wins it. Rock challenges Cody, maybe at the Elimination Chamber, beats Cody, and then Rock and Roman for the title. I feel like there's a couple ways you can do it. 2 ways. Well, 3 technically. Either you run it back for the 3rd straight year in a row, one-on-one, even though, because like I said, Roman beat Cody 1 year, Cody beat Roman 1 year, and we never seen anything like that. So 3 years in a row fighting for the title, you could do that way. Or I would want to see a triple threat match between Cody, Roman, and The Rock. So you could do it that way. But I'll switch my pick. I could be wrong, but my first pick is Roman. My backup pick, I get 1 backup pick. I'm going CM Punk. My pick is Roman, but my backup is CM Punk. So if Roman doesn't win it, I think CM Punk will. As far as the women's Royal Rumble match, my pick is Charlotte Flair. My backup pick would be Becky Lynch or Io Sky. So I feel like Io's a wild card. Becky, Io, or Nia. Damn, I only get 1. Becky. I'm gonna say Becky. Charlotte or Becky. Charlotte's my pick. Becky's my backup pick. I'm trying to go 1. But yeah. Those are the matches for the WWE Royal Rumble. Again, we're on the road to WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. There's 2 nights, April 1st. I got to check the dates again for WrestleMania. Real quick, y'all. Because I know it's in April. Yeah, April 19th and the 20th in Las Vegas. It's 2 nights. We're on the road to WrestleMania. This is WWE Royal Rumble this Saturday, February 1st, around 8 o'clock. You can watch it on Peacock. If you don't got Peacock, it's only like $6.99 a month. So you can watch it on Peacock. I got Peacock. I'll be watching that match later that night, or at least the next day. But yeah, these are my predictions. I got DIY retaining the WWE Tag Team Championships in a 2 out of 3 falls match against the former champions, the Motor City Machine Guns. I got Charlotte Flair winning the 30-woman Royal Rumble match, going on to WrestleMania. I got Cody Rhodes retaining the Undisputed WWE Championship against Kevin Owens in a ladder match. And I got Roman Reigns winning the men's Royal Rumble match. But yeah, like I said, technically, I said Roman. My backup pick is CM Punk, but I really would love John Cena to win it because, like I said, this is farewell tour. After this year, he'll be retiring. He will not be coming back. He'll be done. He's the first ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah, I'm going to miss him, but I would love for him. I just feel the reason I didn't pick John Cena because I feel like he's going to find a different way. If he gets a world title match at WrestleMania or whatever, if not a world title match, I feel like the Intercontinental Championship. If he gets a title match at WrestleMania, it could be for the Intercontinental Championship, him versus Braun Breaker. I could see that, but I just feel like if he earns a world title match at WrestleMania, even though like John Cena has said on Raw, not Raw, he said, I forgot when he said it, he doesn't think he deserves a world title match because he hasn't won a match on pay-per-view for over 1,000 days. And I feel like the elimination, I could see him potentially earning a world title match then. Maybe not the Royal Rumble match, but then. But yeah, those are the matches for the WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Like I said, again, I cover, if you pay attention to my channel, my description on my channel, you'll see I cover WWE, like I said, multiple sports, and yeah. But I appreciate those who watching, especially the WWE fans out there. Comment who y'all think winning these matches, whether it's on Facebook or any of my social medias. In the comments, I will comment back. I love interacting with anybody that comments on my videos. But yeah, I definitely appreciate each and one of y'all tuning in. This was episode 78. I'll be catching y'all next week for the Super Bowl. I'll try to have a guest on or two, maybe my dad and maybe somebody else. But I look forward to the Super Bowl. We're going to talk some football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. But I'll catch y'all next time for another episode. This has been your favorite host, Cameron Lindsay of Cameron Sports Podcast. And I'm signing out. Y'all take care.